This is the lesson for Foxtrot. Progressive Piano, Book 1, page 31. We're going to learn the difference between the C scale and the F scale. Up until now, we've just been working with the C scale. And we put our right hand thumb on C and our left hand pinky on C. So let's look at the C scale. Go ahead and take notes. You can just look on if you're curious here. So we'll write this down, please. The C scale.
Anywhere?
The C scale. Now there is an invisible line in between the treble and the bass staff. I'll draw it in yellow because it's invisible. You can't see it. And if you need to use it, you draw it in, like this. It's middle C on the piano. And if you need to use middle C on the staff, you just draw the line, okay?
Okay, where did I really go?
So the C scale is C, D, E, F, G. Remember, the musical alphabet only goes up to G. So the musical alphabet is going to be, the musical alphabet will be A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's no H. After G, we go to A, and then we continue the sequence from the beginning. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? And then before A was G. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, and so on. So this goes on forever. And this goes on forever. We only have 88 keys on the piano.
I have no idea.
Just write down everything I write on the board. Don't ask where, just write it anywhere. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. So the C scale is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And that's 7 notes plus a C. We don't count the C as an 8th note because we started with the C, so we already have a C. So the C scale, I'll play it. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then we end with C, which we started with. Because if you just go to B, it doesn't sound, the scale does not sound complete. You want to hear that C. You want to complete the scale. So that's the C scale. We start and end on C. Let's define the word scale just by itself. Not the C scale, just scale. In music, a scale is 7, okay, write this down anywhere, 7 notes. A note looks like that, or sounds like this. 7 notes in succession. Succession means one after the other, or the next one. Okay? So the word success, I don't know if I'm spelling success right or not. Success means the next step. Right? So if you go to a success seminar, they tell you you have to make your goal, and then you have to take the next step, and then you'll be successful. That's the gist of it. Success means the next step. That's why we say Louis XVI succeeded Louis XV, because 16 is the next step after 15. Success just means the next step. And if you keep taking the next step, you'll reach your goal, unless you're stepping in the wrong direction, and then you'll completely fail. So, step in the right direction. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So a scale is 7 notes in succession, which means the next step, one note after the next, from C to C. Okay, this would not be the C scale. It might be like 4 or 5 steps, but it's not the next step. That's not a scale. It's not in step. It's not the next. You can even create a little staircase here. Right? There's a staircase. There's a guy walking up the staircase. He's taking the next step. So that's the C scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Play the C scale for me. Don't worry about the fingering. Just use one single finger. Play the C scale for me, please.
This one?
From, yeah, C all the way up to C. And now say C scale.
C scale.
Right. Now there's 2 names for just about everything in music. So you can call that the C scale, and you can also call it the key of C. It's the same thing. Has 2 different names, but it's the same thing. So let's write down, I know you already have this, the C scale, or we can say the key of C. The key of C. So if I say play the key of C, you'll play this. It's the same as the C scale. So write down the key of C. Now I'm going to write a slash. That's called a slash, and it means or. So you can say the C scale or the key of C. From C to C. Now I'm going to use a different color. Well, before I do that, if a song is in the key of C, it will probably start and end on C, like this. It started on C, and the song ended on C. Now, if I play that same thing, but I start and end on F, then we're in the key of F. We're using the F scale. That's F. This is C, F. I can play a song in either C or F. So let's look at the F scale here. The F scale. What does scale mean? You wrote it down? Right there?
7 notes in succession.
7 notes in
Succession?
succession. Right. So, if I say the F scale, what do you suppose the F scale is? If the C scale starts and ends on C and includes all the notes in between, what do you suppose the F scale would be? Starts and ends on F. So let's write the F scale. F, G, A, and for now we'll say B. It's a B flat, but we'll say B. C, D, D, E, F. So the red notes are the F scale, and the blue notes are the C scale. So draw, those are big notes. I've never seen notes that big. Draw the F scale for me. There you go. Go ahead and draw the F scale.
Should I draw a line?
Sure, you can draw a line. Okay? Now, draw the F scale. Each of the notes in the scale is called a degree. Say degree.
Degree.
Degree. Let's write that down. Degree. Each note in the scale is called a scale degree. And in this case, scale would be an adjective and degree is a noun. Scale degree. So for the C scale, C would be scale degree 1. Now we use a specific symbol to denote degree in music, and that's a little hat. So if I draw a little hat, that's scale degree 1. Now in mathematics, you use a little circle as a superscript, scale degree 1. But we're not going to use that circle. That means something else in music. Musicians do it a little differently. We use a little hat. That's scale degree 1. Write all this down. Anywhere. 1. Scale degree 1. Scale degree 2. In the key of C, that is. Scale degree 3. So C is scale degree 1. D is scale degree 2. E is scale degree 3. It's the next step in succession. F is scale degree 4. G is scale degree 5. A is scale degree 6. Just do the best you can. B is scale degree 7. So right now we have 1, 2, degree 3, degree 4, degree 5, degree 6, degree 7, and then we have degree 8. But there really is no 8. because if C is scale degree 8, remember we already had a C, it's scale degree 1. So I'm going to write /1, which means scale degree 8 or scale degree 1. It's really 1. In theory, it's 1. The top C is scale degree 1. All the C's are scale degree 1. But in practice, which means when we play, it would be scale degree 8. Because when you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, what you think in your mind is this. We want to think 7, 8, not 7, 1. 7, 8, not 7, 1. We want to complete that scale going upward. It sounds good. So we say 7, 8 in practice. That doesn't mean when we're practicing piano at home. That means when we're playing or singing or actually doing it, as opposed to theory, which means thinking about it. When you say in theory, it means you're working it out on the whiteboard or you're thinking about it, or in mathematics. When you say in practice, it means you're actually doing it. You're playing or singing it. So in theory, this last C is scale degree 1. In practice, it's scale degree 8. You can say 8. That's perfectly fine. But just know that a scale is 7 notes in succession. But it's also 8 notes in succession, but the 8th note is note number 1. Just think of it that way. So in the key of F, F would be scale degree 1. G is scale degree 2. A is scale degree 3. In the key of C, D is scale degree 2. In the key of F, G is scale degree 2. The letter name is changing, but the number is the same because the relationship between G and F in the key of F is the same as the relationship between D and C in the key of C. So anything you can play in the key of C, you can play in the key of F. If something is written in C and you play it in F, it's called transposition. You are transposing. You don't have to worry about that word, but just know that if I play something in the key of C, I can play it in F. Maybe I can't play it in F. I can play it in G. I can play it in D. And then back to C. So anything you can play in one key, you can play in another key. You can build a key or a scale off of any note on the piano. So that's F and C. So if you look at Merrily on page 30, that's in the key of C. And if you look at Foxtrot on page 31, that's in the key of F. We start on F and we end on F. I think I played Merrily in the wrong octave. So what you hear is you're ending on F, not C. And the B will actually be the B flat, but don't worry about that right now. Very well.